Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Today's show may be just a little bit shorter than usual. The long-suffering Mrs. Anthony was admitted to hospital yesterday after suffering the worst nosebleed I've ever seen in my life. Hopefully, I'm going to get a call later this morning to say the issue is resolved and I can go and collect her. So with that in mind, let's roll the intro and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Wednesday, the 20th of October, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, Volvo is set to bring Lego to life. Italmek has taken the wraps off its new crusher range. We've got an update on Merlo's new range of electric telehandlers, and a new survey highlights just some of the reasons for the UK's continued failure to build enough homes. We'll get to all of that in just a second, but first let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days.
Happy birthday!
And it's many happy returns to Sir Christopher Wren, the architect of London's iconic St Paul's Cathedral, to the original movie Dracula, Bela Lugosi, and to singer Tom Petty. Happy birthday also to film director Danny Boyle, pro wrestler Scott Hall, and to the lesser Minogue sister, Danny. But far more importantly, a very happy birthday to rapper Snoop D-O-double-G. If I was still a drinker, I would be raising a gin and juice in his honour right about now, but it will probably be a cup of tea instead. Many happy returns to them, one and all. I want to show you something. Stand by. I'm going to hit the button now and we'll come back and have a chat in a second.
Zoox is something unique. It's been created with Lego designers, kids and Volvo designers. And we definitely see that this could be the starting point of the future of the construction machines going forward.
Originally this was just a conversation between two design leads at a dinner, and we were talking about how we inspire our different teams and how we can do projects together to capture all of this energy within our design teams and to just do something that was very different.
When Lego come in, every time we got stuck on those normal features and areas, they just moved on, and we're like, okay, can we really move on like that? And let's do that, see what happens.
And that opened up a whole new possibility of opportunities that we could do with these vehicles. And as the teams evolved these, then we kind of really believed that then we ended up going towards a product.
The drone is an extension of Zoox. It could see things, find people, could scan below the ground, also identify different qualities of material.
Our technician said, well, take away that eye, we don't need it. But then the kid said, how do I know that this machine sees me? How do I interact with this machine? They thought they gave feedback on a Lego model, but at the same time they actually gave feedback on a real construction machine.
When you walk past, then this will then connect, and it knows, or you know, that the vehicle has seen you.
A huge benefit, since it's autonomous, is that it would run 24 hours a day. The technology used in Zoox is, in a way, it's what we have today, so it's not that complicated. So in theory, we could build a Zoox tomorrow.
It's really neat to see, how we can engage with children and engage with future employees based off of that, to say there is a bright future in the construction industry and there's some really interesting things that we do with technology.
We will lead the industry. And I think Zoox is just one example of how we do it.
That film was released about 3 years ago, and as I'm sure you can tell, that machine was a CGI mock-up. And let's face it, even though it was a great PR stunt, no one was ever going to build a machine based upon the input of children and some Lego, were they? Well, it turns out they just might. On the 27th of this month, Volvo is hosting a virtual event that, and I quote, during which, and I quote, Volvo will reveal a concept machine that breaks new grounds in smart, sustainable technologies, a physical, life-size version inspired by a Lego Technic model, and now, for the first time, made real. Let's face it, given their recent track record of innovation, if anyone was going to make this thing a reality, it was always going to be Volvo, wasn't it? I'm planning to tune into that event, but you can too. I've actually posted a link to the event in the chat. No registration is required. You just hit the button or click the link rather and add the date to your diary and you can take part. I hope to see you there.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
Our friends over at Italmek have been at it again. The company's crushers are already known as some of the best in the business, but Marco and his team still weren't satisfied, and so they've been upgraded. The CPV version of the IF series crushers is now equipped with a leaner mobile jaw to increase the penetration force, and the fixing screws of the interchangeable teeth plates are now internal and no longer subject to wear or impact, but are still easily accessible thanks to large rear covers, all of which sounds great, but I'd much rather show you. So take a look at this. We wish Italmek every success with those new models. They look absolutely fantastic.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Over the past few years, and for fairly obvious reasons, we've started to refer to ourselves as a video-first company. Well, it seems we're not alone. A few weeks back, as you might remember, we exclusively revealed details of the new eWorker range of telehandlers from the fine folks at Merlo. Let me take you back. At the time of that video, there was precious little information available on those exciting new machines, but Merlo was just like us, being video first. And now there is a brochure available that will tell you all you need to know about these new machines, and probably a few bits and pieces that you probably didn't need to know. You can grab a copy of that over in the chat right now. In all the years I've been writing about construction, and that's 33 if anyone's counting, the UK has never once managed to build the number of new homes demanded by government and by population growth. But now maybe, just maybe, we might have a better understanding of why. New figures released by the Federation of Master Builders reveal that the availability of land is the most important constraint holding back local house builders from building new homes. The FMB's 2021 House Builders Survey shows that in 2021, 63% of small builders are limited in their ability to build the homes we need by a lack of available and viable land. 62% are struggling with material shortages, 61% feel held back by the planning system, and 53% can't find the workers they need to build the homes required. The survey also highlights an industry shift away from small local builders, with just 12% of new housing delivered by small builders compared to as high as 40% back in the 1980s. Brian Berry, chief executive of the FMB, said demand for new homes is soaring, but the decline of small house builders has hit the capacity, competitiveness and diversity of the house building industry and is slowing down delivery. We will fail to deliver sustainably 300,000 let me try that again. We will fail to deliver sustainably 300,000. I'm going to do this sentence again and I'm going to get it right. We will fail to deliver sustainably 300,000 homes a year unless we take action to reverse this trend. Builders can't build if they don't have the land. With 71% of small builders reporting the number of small site opportunities is decreasing and only 19% feeling a high level of certainty over the outcome of planning applications, these constraints are proving stubborn to shift. Now, from one CEO to another. Tomorrow, we were giving over the entire show to a single subject as we welcome our very special guest, Howard Button, CEO of the NFDC and NDTG. Howard is joining us to address the ongoing online discussion and debate surrounding training, competence cards, and experience. This promises to be one not to miss. And if you have any questions or comments or anything demolition training related, then please join us live and you can ask the questions direct to the man himself. I hope you can join us for that. Promises to be a good one.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that pretty much wraps up the show for today. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place, for none of this stuff and nonsense. It will actually be a show dedicated to the subject of demolition training and competence and experience and all the good stuff with Howard Button as our special guest. Until then, stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. Thanks for joining us, and I will see you again on the morrow.